first item is a coffee sweet. And obviously you could use, if you don't have a coffee sweet, you could use coffee, ideally black coffee at home. We use Halter coffee sweets because they have a certain, thickness and size, because the music is ideally composed for the average lasting estimated consumption time it has for this coffee sweet to dissolve if you place it straight onto your tongue and rotate it clockwise. And slowly, obviously, don't bite or chew. And try to really give it that mindfulness and that attention to it. Try to really, move it around your mouth clockwise. And ideally, it should last as long as the coffee sweet. You can break off as soon as you get a reaction as well, because we obviously want to get through as many ingredients as possible today. So without much further ado, if you place it on top of your tongue, really don't bite and chew, and just, any perceived reaction?
At first, it seemed like the music was making it taste sweeter. Like the sort of the higher the notes, and it sort of took away some bitterness. And then it made it seem like the music was making it melt and become more chocolatey flavored, which was just really interesting, because I don't drink coffee, because for me the flavor is just kind of too bitter.
Oh, interesting.
So to have like the sweet and sort of roundness like around it, like, and melty chocolatey goodness, like, was like, oh, maybe I do like coffee.
Caramel at one
because you have the sonic taste, like helping of that. I mean, it's based, those music pieces are based on a study by Professor Charles Spence, a part of Oxford University, and I worked with him as well. And it's about, you know, how a high frequency really brings out the sweetness. And that's so great on coffee, because especially have those coffee sweets, because they lie exactly in the middle on the flavor wheel between sweetness and bitterness. And, you know, like that viscosity of, you know, chocolatey, like thicken, like the thickness and the lightness. So you can really push it from that sweetness into the bitterness, and you can take it forwards and backwards. And the beauty obviously of that is, as well, is there are different flavors in there as well, that it's reversible as well, because obviously we're not changing anything inside your mouth. It's just your perception of the coffee as well, that, you know, like the high notes really bring out that sweetness. And a lot of people who don't like coffee, they're like, actually, you know what, I like coffee, it's really interesting. And then the darkness, it brings out chocolatey, it brings out bitterness and a heaviness as well. I mean, we all have that. When, you know, Darth Vader comes onto the screen, we have a dark, menacing sound, and we have the good person coming. So sound is always used to almost prompt us, you know, like to set a little habitat, to paint the room, you know, to prepare the stage. So it is really amazing how that anchors our taste perception as well.
That's remarkable.